What is up, guys? It is Battlelord here, and this is a brand new series for the channel. It's going to be routes for maps, as in this case it is Infection. For Search and Destroy, of course, it will be offense and defense, the best routes and the best guns to use. So in this case, Infection, for defense and offense, the best gun to use is and pretty much any AR. I personally suggest the MX Garand if you have it. It is a DLC weapon, so you need to get it from supply drops. The M8A7, and I always want to call it the M8A1, but that's no, that was Black Ops 2. And then the other gun I use in this gameplay, the Man of War, because that gun just shreds if you have good accuracy. So for defense, it's always best to push right side or street or top rock, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of B side, and from there you can look like you always want someone to go top rock. So if someone's there and you're on street, you just pre-aim it for a little bit, and then after you can either head to mid or push to their spawn. Whatever you want to do, it's really up to you. As in this case, see, I overdrive. I think in this case I do go to mid, and sorry for saying case lot, yeah. So I go to mid. This is another option. I only do this if I have overdrive, so I can beat the snipers that are trying to kill me. But other than that, going mid is pretty much a death trap. And then going A, that's just an overall bad idea because there can be snipers and they'll always pick you off. So B is usually the best option, or B street or top rock, wherever that is, and just rotate through wherever you think it is best to rotate through their spawn or back to B. If you do have bomb, you can in fact plant B, and then just camp it in, get your teammates to go around it. And yeah, that is the M8A7. Now I have the MX Garand. This gameplay was actually taken a couple days later. And again, we are on offense. I push B Street, pre-aim that for a bit, and then I believe I go to B. Yeah, I go to B to check to see if anyone's there. I never push through too much because then they can still, like, people camping mid can still kill you, and you want to be able to head glitch bomb. And then you always pre-aim that rock because you will die a majority of the time if someone's there, even if they have a shotgun or pretty much any gun in that case. Then I kill that guy, rotate, and now I'm pushing through their spawn because I think it is a good idea, and bombs on that side. So I do push through. I make sure to pre-aim everything because with an AR, especially on Infection, you do want to pre-aim a lot of stuff. And this is pub search and destroy, and that's what this series is about. So you want to expect that your teammates will do absolutely nothing because about 99.8% of the time they will do absolutely nothing, unless you get like the lucky teammates, which rarely happens. So you pretty much just camp, go around a certain place, kind of infer where they're going to be, and then go from there and kill them. And in this case, my teammate knifes him, then baits the guy in mid, and I go out in mid and kill him. And that is the best route for offense. And again, I'm going to be doing the same thing, pushing B Street, making sure to pre-aim. I get overdrive about right now, there we go, and I am getting streaks. These gameplays were all taken solo. I don't believe I had anyone else in the lobby except for the M8A7 gameplay. I did have my friend in the game, but other than that, usually solo. These are the best ways to go because they're the safest routes and the routes where you can get the most kills without dying and getting traded. Unless you have your specialist like overdrive, then you can usually push mid, and that goes for both sides. You can push mid. And now into the final offense, we have the Man of War with Elo, Quick Draw, Stock, and Rapid Fire, and then for perks, Fast Hands, Blast Suppressor, and Dead Silence, I believe. And this will wrap up offense, and afterwards we will go to defense, which is a whole nother story because it's always better to go A on defense, but we'll get more into that when we go on to defense. Yeah, and then I just pull out overdrive and completely push around their spawn, which is what I usually end up doing, pushing around their spawn, because it is the overall better thing to do. So now let's go on to defense, and I will commentate that and show you what to do. So firstly, on defense, again, it is best to go with an AR, M8A7, MX Garand, Man of War, and just about any AR, which you are really good with. You also can go a sniper in this situation, but I usually end up going right side of the map, and I camp right there. Most snipers, they will barely even see you and won't be able to hit it. Afterwards, I go back to rotate through mid, and I always pre-aim and look mid for a bit, and then after I usually rotate back Yeah, in this case, I'm rotating. I'm pushing up a bit more towards mid, going up, getting the kill, because I felt like that was the best option. And most people have trouble with this map because they always push. Usually for Infection, sitting back is the better option. Keep that in mind when you are playing, especially pubs. If you are playing game battles, it is a whole nother story, and these videos will not really help with game battles. It will help with pushing and getting first blood, though, I will admit that, but afterwards it's completely what you infer, and it just gets way more complicated. So we will stick to pubs in this series, and I do plan in this series to actually have just about every map in the game, all the base maps, and then DLC 1. And by the time I'm done with this, World War II probably will be out after I'm done with every single episode on every single map, and they usually will not be as long as this, because this video is about 8.5 minutes. I did put a little Ninja Diffuse in the beginning because it was just dope, and I made a little edit out of it. Put some cool music in. I hope you guys did enjoy that. But yeah, on defense, I kind of went over the main points. You kind of want to sit back in your spawn completely, unless you have your full team pushing up, then push up with them, because it is the safer thing to do because you have a lot of teammates if you're feeling strong. If you feel like your teammates are completely garbage, never push up. And that's just an overall S&D tip right there. But I still haven't fully decided what I'm going to call this. If you have any titles in the description of titles that I could change from the title of this, please put it in the description, or not description, comment section below, and I will check it out. And if I feel like it is a good idea, I will put it in for the next video, which for the next map I'm thinking I will do Fringe because I seem to be decent at that map. I will not post routes for maps on maps which I am not confident with and have decent gameplays on. For example, Skyjack. I hate that map for Search and Destroy, and I am not good at it, but usually going underground is the best. At least that's what I've noticed. I've only played it 2 or 3 times. And now I have full streaks. This is the last little clip. We did end up winning all 3 of these games. I did die a couple times, but in most games I went 5-0, 6-0, and then I think I went 7-2 in another by the end. But if you do enjoy videos like this, please be sure to like and subscribe. I'm interested to see how this video does and how it's received by the community, because I am trying to get more people to come in and watch my channel. So if you are new, please subscribe, and if you have any feedback, put it in the comment section below, because I read all comments. And I hope you enjoy the video, and I will see you in the next video. I feel like I've said video way too many times.